Morning, everybody. Would you look at this? The Roadster pickup is back at the shop. That means one thing. It runs. So, I think I know exactly what happened. I was going down this hill. Something must have lodged in the front carburetor, and it wasn't squirting. So it was super lean, popping like crazy. So I pull over. While trying to fix it, I leave the key on. I notice because the coil's super hot. I'm like, oh shit. So I shut it off. And, I can't get anything I do, clean the carbs. It doesn't do anything. It's still messed up. It'll idle, but it won't run. Let's see what happens next. So my friend Adam comes and helps me. He brings a carburetor, a known good carburetor. We put it on, it's squirting fine, still acting the same. So what I did, had a carburetor issue, and while fixing it, I blew up my ignition. So, and oddly enough, both of them had the same symptom. Or the carburetor was never messed up in the first place and my ignition just shit out halfway down a hill. I don't know. Either one of those happened. It's here now. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Matt. Thanks everyone who helped me. It's back on the road. I'm using Joe's whole ignition system. Everything is his. Actually, at this point, it's not. I have his whole ignition system at my house, but it's my coil, my cap and wires and stuff, but his distributor and rotor. Well, it's actually my rotor now because I bought one and I'm going to give him the new one. So, back on the road, just in time for Roadster weather. And let's do a little bit of not shop maintenance, but shop stuff. Okay? All right, just turn the heat on. I gotta actually call the heating company and get an account because I just started using it. I got a box. I hate Amazon, and I never used Amazon for years. I just started using it. This is probably like my 6th order from Amazon, so I don't like to support Amazon, but sometimes it's just way too fast and way too cheap to not use it, especially in this economy. But it might be because of this that the economy's bad. I don't know. But I got this cheapo cord, 40 foot. You can get so many odd lengths from Amazon, but it's a nice, thick cord that I'm gonna use to go from one of these plugs, because these are my only plugs right now on this wall, and I got some on the back, but that's it. So everything's coming off of this wall. So I'm gonna use one of these plugs because this is that's far away. So is this one. This one's far away. I don't even use this one ever, but I'm gonna tap into that one, go up, over and down to where my metal shaping unit is, and I'm going to plug in my 2 lights for my power hammer and my English wheel. So they'll all be on one plug. They'll always be plugged in. I don't have to keep on running an extension cord on the ground to over there in the middle, because that's just annoying. I hate cords everywhere. So it's gonna try and solve some of it. A quick fix, because I still want to get an electrician in here and get an actual plug over there, maybe 2, and then run a line of plugs down this wall, at least to like the end of my toolbox. I don't need it over there really. I'd like one. I think there is one actually over there, so I don't need one there. And then I need some plugs up in the ceiling, because 2 lights are not enough, because that's only with this on. This is the shop just with those 2 lights, and it's too dim. So there is a reason why I haven't turned these lights on yet. The second item, and this is all, I ordered this last night and it showed up this morning before I left for work. Crazy. A plug with a switch on it. So let's see if this works. Look at that. That's mint. Okay, so turn those on. And that lights up a little bit of there and a little bit down here. So it kind of evens out some of the light. I'd like to have that same setup over there. So lights and plugs on this wall and lights above. I do have the lights. Some fine fellow gave me some high bay lights. I just need to, you know, get an electrician in here. Which, you know, when you rent a shop when you're broke, things just don't get done. It would be nice to rent it, not bring anything here, just have an electrician come in here, paint the place, do this, do that. It's just, you know, sometimes you can't do that. Sometimes you just need to move in and get to work. So that's what I did. And now let's deal with this one, because this is like crazy dark in here. It doesn't do anything but advertise for Jason Millard. Love ya. Okay. This is already a mess. Look at all the plugs he's got here. Well, I got here technically, but I don't use any of them really. Here, boom. This goes boom, and then I go beep. That looks like a nightmare, doesn't it? A six bank light. Jeez, I don't even think I need all that. But I don't use more than 2 at a time anyway, so whatever. Looks like a fire waiting to happen, but I think it's alright. So yeah, now I got those lights on temporary switches, which is cool. And yeah, let's run that extension cord and get it down over here. So I can lose this cord, and I can lose the other cord, which I already have lost because I was using it for something else. But usually this one's over here to this cord, which, you know, does not need to happen. It can all be right in the middle here somewhere, just plugged in. Alright, so I know what you guys are saying. You know, a temporary fix is the most permanent solution. That is true. And this may stay like this forever. But, I think it'll only stay like this until I get plugs in the ceiling. Because once I get an electrician in here, I'm just going to have them do everything. But, you're right. I'm probably never gonna run a plug to this by myself, so this extension cord is what we got. But oops, there it is, and I can turn my bead roller on and run that without ever having to look for a cord and say, hey, is this plugged in? Because it's always plugged in now, which is cool. It's not always on, but it's always plugged in. Rad. I always forget which way they turn, because they turn opposite ways. Turn this one to the right. No. You turn this one to the left. And this one's turned to the right. Weird. Okay. Whatever. So now that's all set. I'm gonna hook up the MIG welder. MIG. I know, it's a TIG only shop. What am I doing with a MIG? Sometimes it's faster and cheaper, especially with this 36 project. It's not a budget build, but we're working with a budget. When usually there's no budget. I'm gonna MIG weld the floor together, and it's gonna look nice, trust me. It's just faster, and I'm not gonna spend a bunch of time just to TIG weld it when, you know, I can MIG weld it and get it done a little faster. And this does not ring true for welding sheet metal panels. Don't get it twisted. Spot welds and like stitch welds, when things are overlapping, MIG's usually fine, especially on floors. All right, well, that's my opinion anyway. So let's get going on these floors, get some hours into this thing. And I know I probably talked about the roof insert. I will get to that because this is not going to take all day at all. So let's go. All right, we're stitch welded. Looks mint, evenly spaced, and the same on the other side. It's exactly same measurement. Whew. All looks bitchin'. Now, I'm gonna undo the 4 bolts I got in here and flip the thing over. And when Jacob was here, he put holes on the edge of this, on here, there, and I think on the inside here. So I'm gonna flip it over on the back side, clamp down next to the spot, next to the hole, put a rosette with a MIG, just all down here. I think he did every 2 inches, so I got a lot of rosette welding to do, but it's gonna make this strong floor. Make this floor strong, that's what I meant to say. Let's get flipping. Let's flip out. And also, I'd love to just be able to graph the 36, you know, rear floor piece, this guy, on, but haven't blasted it yet. It's kind of my fault, kind of not. I was waiting for the guy next door to come over and say something to me, like, hey, like, what's up, even inquire, but he hasn't come over, and I just can't wait for this guy. And I was waiting on the other blaster to be ready, and now I'm not ready. It's my fault, at the end of the day. So, with that being said, you didn't need to know any of that information, but let's flip this over and weld the backside. Hopefully I don't forget about those. Where's my hardware? Oh. I put it on the back of his motor for some reason. probably just gonna do this on the frame, like use the frame as a giant table, because I really don't have, oh, never mind. I'm gonna clean my table and use my table. That's why I cut the back flange off, so I could do stuff like this. So let me clean the table. This floor is one piece right now, so let me, let's clear this table off and then move over there. Okay, so how am I gonna do this? I should probably have it the other way. I need it upside down. And I can do this, but that doesn't help me. Maybe... If I could tell my younger self, I don't know, 12 years ago not to weld this to the bench, I would do it. Okay, getting somewhere. That worked a lot easier than I thought it was gonna. Now it's gonna roll away from me when I try to put it on there. Oh, dude. That's a shot of money right there. All right. Now I'm just gonna get the other welder in here now. Get my clamps. Sweet. course, I ran out of MIG wire. So, I'm gonna call and see if I can get some delivered down here quickly. If not, you know, I'll pick it up on the way back. Bummer. It always happens. This always happens. I have MIG wire over there, but I don't have the right collet thingy for it, the right tip, so I can't use that. And it's a smaller drum, and I don't think I can put a small thing on there anyway. So let me call Wasco and see what they got. Hopefully it'll help me out. Okay, back. Got welding wire. It's in the machine, ready to rock and roll. Let's finish this floor. Me, dude. That's it. Sweet. Give it the old stand-on test. Now we work on something else. All right. So I didn't record anything after I did the floors. Sorry. I was just kind of wrapped up and stuff. But at the end of the day, just now, I just finished it up. I did the taillights on the Roadster pickup. I put another one on there because I got pulled over for them not being able to see my taillights. So I put another one on there. So now there's two. But I didn't just put a Model A taillight on there. I put Harley taillights on. So Harley tombstones. I think it looks pretty cool. I got my plate on the back right now because I don't have a plate bracket. Well, I could make one, but I ran out of time. I got this one, but it's for a motorcycle, so this ain't gonna cut it. I might lengthen it or just make another one. Probably just make another one. Maybe I can come up with a file for the plasma. I'll probably do that. That'd be cool. I'll bring this with me. So that'll be fun. I need to remember to bring a 30 amp fuse here so I can actually use said plasma, because it keeps blowing fuses and I just haven't remembered to bring the 30 amp fuse here. I'm gonna bring this out and we can see what it looks like when, you know, the taillights are on. Let me close up shop and bring the Rosa pickup out. Like how these flow almost exactly with the fender. The back there's a space, and the front, the bottom is a little space. The bottom, I don't care if there's water gets in it, it can run out. But the top, I can always fix that later. Can't really tell because it's kind of light out, but I like it. It's like a nice, simple taillight. It's not too flashy, not too crazy. It's not gonna really offend anybody, not that I care, but it's not like, oh, those taillights are like, I don't know. They're just kind of, they're nice. They're just taillights. But they're not your normal 39 taillight, they're not your 40 taillight. You know, the 41 Chevy, I don't know, the normal taillights people put on these, it ain't that. So you're not going to see this a lot, but it's also not a crazy taillight. It's kind of cool. I don't know how more people didn't think of this. More people might have it than I think, but you know, I don't see it much around here. So cool. I like it.